welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It is becoming day one. And so for years in my back kitchen, I had this quote, I had this postcard from my sister Aisling, and it said, we are what we repeatedly do. So therefore, excellence is not an act, but it's a habit. And so what I really took from that or understood from that is that we are continuously in the process of self-creation. We are becoming continuously. And that sense of where, so effort or habits are like putting a little stone in a little bucket. And so what buckets are you filling in your life, and the way I used to phrase it was, you are what you repeatedly do. So therefore, am I a dishwasher or am I a yogi? And then so because the dishes always got done, but my yoga didn't always get done, so certain things external to me would always get done, but the things that were important to me maybe wouldn't. And so then I started really looking at habits. How do I really cultivate a sense of well-being, wholesomeness, health through repetition and habits? And so what am I becoming? What am I investing into for the future? What foundations from last month? What seeds or embers am I cultivating? And how am I, planning for the future within myself in this moment? And so you're going to need weights. I highly recommend tins of tomatoes. I have chickpeas. So I was doing some movements this morning, and 2 kilos is actually too heavy. So it's like I could feel myself starting to hoist from my chest. Whereas this one here, which was a 3-pounder, which is probably 1.2 kilos or something, like that was really nice. I could feel that I could stay wholesome in my body. Chickpeas, definitely. And so it's not about, because we're going to be doing this every day for 21 days. So when you go to the gym, typically you have rest days between. And so when you do rest days, you have deep recovery days, and then you do effort again, lift weights, you do rest days, and then so we're going to be doing this every day. So it's about the continuity, not the load and the biggest effort you can make. And so we're not totally fatiguing the muscles, we're not straining the muscles, we're adding load progressively, steadily over time. Okay, so that's like shrink the goal, use a tin, go smaller, not bigger with what you're doing. You're not trying to maximize right now. You're building continuity, steadiness, strength in your bones that is sustainable. Longevity of movement, there's 2 rules. One is do no harm. So do nothing with your weights today that will stop you lifting a weight tomorrow. Okay, so don't lift heavy. Lift medium to small. Okay, and then do no harm, and keep turning up, just keep turning up. Actually, there's a third one, which is always moving forward. And so there's always this thing of like, maybe as we go, maybe you can increase your weights because we have sustained over time, but don't start with heavy weights. Okay. So it's Sunday, it's a Sunday yum. And so we will be yumming ourselves on the floor. I'm going to use this weight here. And so come, let's lie down. And I'm just going to say, so like health and safety. Okay, health and safety. When we're lying on the floor, we will have weights over our faces. So always be really careful to hold nice and tight to your weights when they're over your face. It's very obvious, but I'm just going to say it. And then at any stage, if you're using weights and your arm gets a little bit irritated, then drop your weight, put your weight down and do it without weights. You can do this whole thing with no weights, okay? So if you have a sore shoulder or irritated shoulder or rotator cuff or anything, just do the movements with no weights and it'll be amazing for your shoulder, okay? You can put on the ones that tie to your wrist, the wrist straps, you could do that. See what you need, what you want, okay? That was a long intro. And so great, come lie on the floor and we shall move. So you're going to need your little weight. Okay, come. So landing on the floor, settling in, and just having a sense of this moment on the floor, becoming, maybe just set an intention right now in this moment. Just bring your hands to your heart or to your belly, whichever one feels like it connects you. And just take a few deep breaths, inhaling and then a really long exhale. And as you intend or project or commit to the next 21 days, where are you putting your little stones of effort, your little habits? What buckets are you filling in yourself? What are you intending? What are you becoming with the actions that you do? Maybe just notice that as an identity. Who is the person you want to become? What's that version of you like? What do they do? How do they feel? Wow, that's really exciting. Wow. That really excites me to see how I am what I'm repeatedly doing. And at the moment, I'm doing really awesome stuff. And so I feel really excited about what's becoming in my life. Beautiful. And so start by just flattening your lower back down. Actually, grab your weight. Let's grab your weight. And you're going to hold two ends of your weight. So I'm holding the two ends of the weight and I'm holding it nice and steadily. And I'm reaching my arms up towards the ceiling. And just rock your shoulders from side to side. Just feel in, unpack your shoulders. And then flatten your lower back down and arch into your lower back. Flatten your lower back down and arch. Flatten your lower back down and arch. Nice. And again, flattening down, arch, and then roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And so, because my hands are in the air and my shoulders are slightly rounded forward, there's a different sense of stability through my torso. I have to stabilize in a different way. So my feet are more active, and I can feel the back of my shoulder blades kind of using the floor in a different way. It's very nice. Nice. Come back to center. Drop your knees down towards the right. Go slowly because your weight is staying in the same place. Come back. Oh, wow, there's light in the sky. Wow. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, it's so bright out there. Well, not, it's bright. Wow, that's so cool. Anyway, sorry. Wow, it's bright. It's bright. So exciting. Drop your knees down towards the left. Back to center. Wow, I feel emotion about the sky being bright during the yoga class. I feel so much joy. Wow, isn't that amazing? So much joy. Wow, and just rock your knees from side to side. And I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades on the floor. So I feel like I have little suction cups on the back of my shoulder blades, or little grippy fingers through the back of my shoulder blades as I try and drop my knees from side to side, keeping a sense of stability through my shoulders. Nice. So reach your knuckles up towards the ceiling, reach your weight up towards the ceiling, flatten your lower back down, draw your knees up towards your chest, and then touch your left foot to the floor. Knee stays bent, both knees squeeze up. Touch your right toes to the floor. Both knees squeeze up. Left foot, squeeze. Right foot, squeeze. If this feels strong enough, stay here or begin to lengthen your left leg. Squeeze. Right leg. Squeeze. Left leg. And I'm very interested in the stability of my upper back. Right leg. Squeeze. Left leg. Squeeze. Nice. We'll try both. Both knees squeeze in. Both toes touch the floor. So keep your knees bent. Both knees squeeze. touch, squeeze, and touch. Nice. We're going to go out at a 45-degree angle. Last of these versions. Out at a 45-degree angle. Bend your knees. 45-degree angle. Bend your knees. Nice. Both feet to the floor. So bend your elbows. Let your elbows touch the floor, or mine gets stuck before they can touch the floor. And then slowly travel up right in front of your face, right in front of your nose, and bring your arms a little bit overhead or a lot overhead. See where your shoulders, what they feel. Bring your the weight back to your chest, and then a little bit over your head or a lot. See where your shoulders say that's enough. And so we're learning today. Weight over your chest. Where do your arms go in wellness? So my left shoulder is saying, don't go so far. So I'm going to make the movements smaller. I'm not overriding that small pinch that I'm feeling in my shoulder. I'm really letting it be heard. I'm like, oh, I hear you. There's a little twang in my left shoulder, so I'm not pushing through it. I'm going 3/4 of the range of mobility, but it's 100% wellness. Okay? That feels really nice, to really strengthen wellness, to lean into that which is okay. I'm really staying well. And my shoulder is saying, oh, you're listening to me. Oh, it's so sweet. What a little trooper my left shoulder is. Oh, nice. Come back to center, pause with the weight on your chest. Oh, it's got a very reassuring weight that I feel really comforted by the weight of the weight on my chest of that. It's very nice. Super. So reach your arms up towards the ceiling, pause, and then roll up and down along your spine. So sometimes, we'll just be holding the weight, and you'll notice how there is effort in just holding. There is effort in the stability that's required, in the grip of your hands, in the stabilizing across your elbows and shoulders. Nice. All the way down. Pause. Super. So lower your weight. And so when we change the weights, we always change them close to our chest rather than the air above our head. Okay? Remember that. So I've changed the weight. It's low. And now bring your right elbow out to the side. So straight out to the side and roll over onto your right elbow. My left hand is tucked into my chest and it's holding the weight. I didn't specify that. Come all the way back. So weight is in your left hand. Roll over onto your right elbow. Pause. Come back. One more time. Roll over onto your right elbow. Pause. Left hand is holding your weight. Super. Come all the way back. Change weight. Hold on to the weight with your right hand. You change the weight close to your chest always. And then bring your left elbow out to the side. Roll over onto your left elbow. And roll up onto your forearm. Your right weight is tucked into your chest. Roll onto your back. We're still just using one weight. So roll over onto your left elbow. There's a little bit of a moment of, it's like the Miss Piggy moment. It's a hiya. Hiya. So there is I do feel like it's not like, oh, I'm just going to roll over and it's so easy. I feel like, yeah, there's effort. There's effort to roll yourself off the floor. There's effort to get up. It's true. Full stop. So roll over. I'm going to roll right because that's where my screen is. So I'm going to go right and then come up to sit. Stretch your legs out long and have your two weights with you. Okay, so two weights. Tuck both weights in beside your side. So I'm doing lawnmower with my two elbows. So pull them way back and then bring them to neutral. Pull them way back and neutral. Way back, neutral. Way back. Neutral. Nice. Just draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Down. Up towards your ears. Down. Up towards your ears. And down. Roll your shoulders in a big circle. And as you roll, your little lawnmower arms are going to move as well. And then circle in the other direction. Nice. Bring both weights to the floor. Make fists out of your hands. Roll into your wrists. Stretching through your arms. Wiggle into your toes. Wiggle into your fingers. Nice. Take your weight, your right weight into your hand. Bring your left fingers to the floor. Bend your right elbow into your chest. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Bend your right elbow. Draw your right elbow down in the direction of the floor. And then reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Right elbow down. Right elbow up. Right arm up. Right elbow down. Right arm up. Nice. Other side. Left. Change the weight low to the floor or low to your chest. Left hand, left weight. Reach your left hand up. Draw your left elbow down. Nice. So again, I'm only going to go 3/4 of the way of my range, but that's 100% wellness. Pull your elbow down. So I'm really listening. There's just a little twang that can happen in my left shoulder. And because we're doing this for 21 days, I don't want to twang things or I don't want to irritate anything. So I'm staying on, really Team Ciara, 100% wellness. It's like, wow, this is the shape of my wellness right now. Super. Awesome. Cool. Super duper. So come into a cross-legged position with your right leg on the outside, hands to your knees. You've no weights. And then just round your back. And then lift your chest, look up towards the ceiling. Round your back. And then lift your chest, look up towards the ceiling. Round your back. And lift your chest. Nice. Both hands forward in front of you. Pull your right elbow back into lawnmower. Hold on to the right knee with your left hand. Right hand is behind you. Twist towards the right and just pause there. So we've no weights at the moment. We're really just leaning into mobility now. Range of motion. So feeling into the deep of your back and lean a little bit more backwards. So rather than lifting your chest forward, which we're also doing, you're leaning backwards as you lift your chest. So have a sense of both sides of your body really opening. So I'm not narrowing the back to lift the front. I'm widening the back and also lifting the front. Deepen your breath into your belly. Nice. Coming back to center, let that right hand dive under the left elbow and reach towards your left thigh with your right hand. So now I'm in an X with my arms. Pull your left elbow back. Bring your left fingers to the floor. Pause there. So now I'm twisting towards the left. So again, I'm leaning backwards into my shoulders and then also lifting my chest. So I have a sense of the front and the back of my body engaging. Deepening your breath. Nice. Let your hand dive under the right elbow. So you're into an X, holding on to both thighs. Your hands are on both thighs. And then we're just going to travel. Pull your right elbow back, lawnmower. Dive under. Pull your left elbow back, lawnmower. Dive under. Right elbow back, lawnmower. Under. Left elbow back, lawnmower. Under. Nice. Send both legs forward. Roll into your ankles. So at any stage, any of the seated positions, so anything seated, full stop, everything seated, you can do it in a chair. If you've just had a hip replacement, I know there's one of you out there. If you, yeah, if you need to at any stage, on any given day, just go, oh, I'm going to do all these sitting in a chair. Or else you have something underneath your bum, something a little bit higher, or you're just propped up a tiny bit. Always kind of adjust. It's 100% wellness you're looking for. Okay, so cross your ankles or sit in your chair. Left ankle is on the outside of your knees. Both hands to your knees, round your back. Tuck your chin down. And then lift your chest, looking up towards the ceiling. So as we do this, I'm opening the front and closing the back of my body. And then when I round forward, I'm closing the front as I open the back. So just feel the difference. Lifting the chest, opening the front, closing the back. And then as I round down, I'm closing the front and opening the back. So just begin to travel from up to down. Up to down. One more time. Up to down. Super. Sitting tall. So widen the back and lift the front. So can you have both sides, rather than shortening the back to lift the front, which is often what we tend to start doing, how would you lean into your back a little bit more as you also lean into your front? That there's a sense of expanding the chest. Drop your ear down towards the right. Back to center. And drop your ear down towards the left. And center. Tuck your chin in. And bring your nose to the right. Center. And bring your nose to the left. Center. Lifting your chin to normal. Turn your head towards the right. Center. And turn your head towards the left. Nice. Roll your shoulders. Stretch your legs out long. Roll your shoulders. There's big circles. And roll your shoulders in the other direction. Nice. Give yourself a hug. Wrap yourself around. Be careful on my throat. So wrap yourself around so you're holding onto your shoulders. Tuck your chin in. And then cross your arms in the other direction. Wrap yourself around. Tuck your chin in. Nice. Come lie on the floor. So tomorrow we will stand. Today is Sunday Yum. So Sunday Yum is Sunday Yum. So lie on the floor just for the music even. Pause there. Pause with just 30 seconds, 2 minutes or so. Okay? Tomorrow we will begin to rise. We're going to take some of those movements, the lawnmower movements, and the lifting movements of our arms, and we will rise. Nice. Lovely. So wonderful to be here. Thanks for repeatedly being a yogi. That there's that thing of, I remember years ago looking at resources, our identity, and somebody says, oh, I'm a guitar player. And you ask them, so when was the last time you played the guitar? It's like, oh, around 3 years ago. And it's like, well, are you a guitar player if you haven't practiced it, and so sometimes we have an identity with no habits to back it. Or sometimes we have habits, but we don't live into or lean into that identity because we're doing it. And so which way are you? Are you a yogi who never does yoga? Or are you someone who does loads of yoga but hasn't stepped into that identity of, hey, I'm a yoga because it's what I repeatedly do. So same thing with loads of things in your life. Where are you doing something but not embracing the identity that is becoming, that is in your life? Or where are you holding on to an identity that isn't actually maybe serving you because it's not what you're doing in your everyday life? These are things that I dwell upon. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and have a great day. Lovely. Ciao. Slán.